afternoon, welcome back to BTHQ Banter week 24. It's Friday, it's lunchtime and I've only just come in because I haven't got any classes today. Today I am going to clear out the clutter. The studio is getting a little bit too messy. There's things we don't use and therefore they're in cupboards and drawers where there could be space to put away things we do use. So we need to have a bit of a clear out and a Marie Kondo, and that's my plan for today. Elspeth has just come in. She wants to finish off that kilo dress, but she's all a bit of a fluster because she had a man under the stairs this morning apparently. An interesting man under the stairs?
A very nice man under the stairs.
A nice young man.
And he stopped the drip.
Oh God. So I've been clearing out fabric and I've created a destash account for Instagram. I suspect by the time you see this video most of the things will be sold, but just in case you haven't, it's BTHQ destash, so go and check it out. But I've just been measuring big offcuts of fabric and I found this in my stash. So I measured it out with Elspeth and we were just thinking, you know, there's 3.5 meters there. That's a really good buy. And I was like, yeah, but you're not going to want anything really lightweight jersey, are you, for Christmas? So there's enough there for 1 kilo and it's the perfect fabric. I'm going to Australia for Christmas this year. Ooh. Guess who's making a Santa Claus kilo? Good morning, it is Saturday. I'm running around like a headless chicken this morning. Oh, I've taken you into the dark to unlock the back door. Yes, I am wearing the same clothes I was wearing yesterday. It would appear winter has come back and so therefore it is necessary to dig out the jumpers. So we have Crochet for Beginners this morning and a fantastic steeking workshop with Mana this afternoon, which I'm looking forward to taking part in. And I'm still mid declutter. Now, the reason I'm running around like a headless chicken and I'm late is because I went out last night. And no, I didn't have too much to drink, but I have no husband and no children, which meant I had my bed all to myself. Now, do you know how hard it is to get out of a bed when it's just you and there's no one nagging at you? Where's my breakfast? Can you get me dressed? It was just me, and I completely and utterly lost track of time. So classes are now fully underway. We've got 4 lovely ladies in here learning to crochet. Nicole's come in to to finish a shawl that she started with me a couple of weeks ago. And Helen and Elspeth are both in cutting out. Helen, what are you cutting?
I'll say it wrong, the kilo
wrap dress. In this gorgeous, I'll show you the fabric, hang on. This is gorgeous. This is from John Lewis apparently. It's a really lovely drapey jersey in this peacock feather print, which is really lovely. That's going to be a beautiful summer dress. And Elspeth's cut out, what have you cut out? Here we go, look. Elspeth's been cutting this beautiful fabric, which is lovely. It's really super summery, and she's going to be making this pattern here, Simplicity 2917, and she's going to do this version A here, which is going to be really pretty. Now, I haven't told Elspeth this yet, but I've read all of the comments on last week's BTHQ Banter, and every single one of you has said, yes please, we want to see Elspeth's makes. So she's trying not to listen to me, I know, but we will be doing a What Elspeth's Been Sewing video really, really soon. Won't we, Elspeth?
Yes, we will, Claire.
So this is the shawl that Nicola's doing. Is it Nicola or Nicole?
Nicole.
It is Nicole, I do get it right. This is the shawl that Nicole's doing. It's it's actually the Road Trip shawl by Zutiao. And it's got this lovely twirly whirly edge, which we're just doing at the moment, and then it will be finished. Nicole's finished her road trip shawl. She's darning in her ends before she goes home. She's a good girl. So pretty. What yarn is that, Nicole?
Happy sheep.
Happy sheep? I've never heard of that. Happy sheep yarn. Crochet class is over. Viv has just popped in. She's here for this afternoon's class and she's brought me gin, which is really appropriate because today is apparently World Gin Day. So I'm going to go home and try some of this. It's Hortus Pink, Grapefruit and Elderflower. It's one of the gin liquors, so it's only 20%, so you don't get quite so drunk. But you can add it to the Hortus gin, which they do, which is also really nice. It's from Lidl's, and it is absolutely delicious. Well, I haven't tried this one, but the plain Hortus is really, really nice. I will keep you posted.
Yeah. You're not going to be able to do
You've not got
it.
the stocking stitch.
You want to start on the top of this side, which I think is the left side, the right side. I get them confused.
Helen's going to fetch Guinness to come and live with her in a couple of weeks' time. And this is going to be Guinness's coat. I think he's going to be a very spoilt dog.
This afternoon we are very fortunate to be welcoming the lovely Mana. Hello! I can never say your company name.
It's Katyn Bjerg.
And Katyn Bjerg.
Bjerg?
Bjerg.
Yeah, you got
it. There we go.
It means little cat.
It means little cat.
Small cat.
And she's very famous for knitting. What's this jumper
Really
called?
not famous. This is the Sinister Cardigan.
The Sinister Cardigan.
And it's a cardigan covered in cats because I like
One of them
cardigans
sinister face.
and cats.
Sinister
They're all
faces.
sinister.
They're all
faces.
sinister.
They
So-
hate you. They want to eat your knitting.
Mana has come to teach us how to steek, which is very scary.
It's
Basically,
not scary at all. Don't listen to her.
don't listen to me. For anyone who likes to knit jumpers in the round but actually wants cardigans, this is for you. So you can cut up the centre of your jumper and turn it into a cardigan. So I'm taking the class today as a pupil, and I have done my reinforced steek and I'm about to cut my yarn. Oh, so you're going from the bottom to the top?
It doesn't make a difference.
What handed you are, I suppose, is it?
Viv's cutting. Keep a bit red in the face, Viv. It's scary.
It's hot.
I'm not cutting yet.
Yes, you are. Do it.
You've done afterthought heels, haven't you? Have you not?
I need to flatten gusset.
That's what I do.
That sounds painful as well.
You ready?
Yeah.
Go. Make that
Phone's not
snip.
recording.
Go.
Right, so.
It's okay though.
Just a
Only a
couple at a
swatch.
time.
Yeah. 1 or 2 stitches. Snip slowly and gently and calmly, and everything will be okay. There's no need to panic.
Yoga breathing.
This is not a cardigan. This is just
But it could be. It
swatch.
could be a cardigan.
And you know what? It's looking okay, isn't it?
It
If it was a cardigan, it would also be looking okay.
Yes. Just here?
Yeah. You did it!
Mana has brought with her a multi-pack of crisps. Apparently they are the best crisps in Ireland, so we're going to try them. What are they?
When we go over there.
Taters.
Yeah, you've got to bring that back.
Tato, cheese and onion crisps. Who's going to try theirs now?
White pudding
Yes. And white pudding as
and
well.
black pudding, because Irish black pudding is way better.
Yeah.
They are nice. They're like
When they
Walker's
go back,
cheese and
we
onion,
should
but
back forward.
lighter.
Yeah.
They're lighter, they melt in the mouth more, I think.
There was potato chocolate a while back where they got chocolate with mashed up bits of potato cheese and onion in it, but that
See,
was
I
nice.
like having a plain crisp and then eating chocolate straight after it.
Yeah,
It's
it's nice.
amazing.
Look, try that.
No, try that. Just a plain salty crisp and then some chocolate just immediately after. Delicious. Charlotte has brought with her this gorgeous piece of colour work that she's been knitting, and it's going to be steeked, and she's going to do it here today under Mana's supervision, and she's just about to cut it.
So just here?
Yeah.
To 4 to 5, and the 5 teachers.
Grand.
Yay!
Now if we pull that apart, you can see your ladder appearing. I find it can help to have a bit of tension on it.
It's all done! Yay! So we've had a lovely day with Mana today. We've obviously done some really amazing steeking, which has been fantastic. It's now 5 o'clock, everyone's gone home, and I'm going to go home and enjoy a nice G&T. I will be back again on Monday with Mum and carrying on with tidying up, sorting, destashing. So make sure you do check out that Instagram account and see if there's anything left. I would like to know who stole Summer. It is disgusting. I have just got in. It's 9:20 on Monday, and if you can see out here, look at that. It's wet, it's miserable, it's cold. I've got my winter coat on, for goodness sake. Anyway, today is admin day. The place really could do with a really good hoover and clean and dust, and my lovely mum is on her way in to do just that. And I have got more sorting out to do for our big de-stash. So let's see what happens today. So, meter. Stop. 5. This is us working out how much fabric we've actually got on this roll, so we can put it in the de-stash. So that's 6. It's like a big prayer roll. Tate's come back in today. Hello. She's making more swatch packs for her and Lou's bridal company, so she's just using the cutting table, which is nice, and I've taught her the joys of rivet setting, but with a little hammery thing, which she's enjoying muchly. Much your fingers.
I know, I'm so happy. So therapeutic, and it works wonders. Thank you.
Unfortunately, our rivet press that we've got doesn't go through this fabric. It's like a silky kind of spandexy fabric, and it just hates it, but that's okay. Tate's brought me cake. Okay, so I've got a class on Saturday to make these lovely little recessed zip pouches. Now I made these, you might remember, about 2 months ago now. Measured them all up, sized them all up, made 2 or 3 samples just to make sure that I got all the measurements right. Wrote all the instructions in my lovely little handbook that I keep, and then today I went to type up the instructions. Here they are. Well, what's happened is between writing them out by hand and typing them up on the computer, I've actually thought, do you know what, this probably isn't necessarily the best way to do this. I might need to word it slightly differently, and so the only option is to make yet another bag, but to follow my instructions to the T and make changes as I go if I need to. I really don't think people appreciate quite how much hard work and effort goes into designing patterns, even really simple patterns. Good morning. It is Tuesday today, back at BTHQ. I'm not teaching anything until 10 when we've got part 2 of my crochet for beginners, and so I've got myself a cheeky coffee this morning because I think I need waking up. Had a bit of a late night last night, and a cheese and bacon puff thing, which is a bit naughty, but there we go. Bit of admin first before class, and then I'm going to be sewing up various samples and doing all sorts of bits and bobs throughout the day, and I'll take you along with me. So this year I have decided to be a brave mum, and I have said to little Miss Mac that she can have a sewing birthday party here at the studio. She's got 5 friends coming, and I invited the mums if they'd like to stay along. They were more than welcome, and I'm secretly quite pleased that all 5 of them have said they would like to stay, and that's nice because actually not only are they going to be on hand to potentially help their girls if they get a little bit stuck, but it actually gives them a little bit of time to do something together which potentially they wouldn't otherwise do. So it's going to be really lovely. Anyway, I asked her what she wanted to make, and she said she'd like to make some form of bag that they could all have, so that they could obviously all go to school and they've all got the same bags. So I've come up with this little design for a little backpack. It's nothing new. I haven't followed a tutorial. I kind of worked out how to do it. What I wanted to do was make sure that it was fully lined. I personally can't stand raw edges. But I wanted it to be really easy for them to sew together. So instead of having to leave holes and openings, I've stitched on a channel to the outside, which is much easier. And I've used these little grommets, I think they're called in the States, or eyelets here in the UK, in the bottom corners for the backpack threads to go through, so I'm really pleased with that. I think what's great is that not only have I created that for Izzy to do with her friends, but I've written the instructions and all the measurements and everything out to do it as an adult and a child size, and also if you haven't got grommets, to do it with like little tabs at the bottom. And it then means I've actually spent the morning making that for Iz, but I've now also created a brand new class that I can run here at the studio for our grown-ups, but also for parent and child in the school holidays, which is really nice. And I think I'm probably going to do it as an online class as well, just a low-cost online tutorial. So it's great. I've spent the day doing something for me and my family, but at the same point, down the line I can launch that as a class, and when I get round to doing so I will let you know. So it is 1:45. I've got 2 hours until I need to leave to do the school run, and I'm actually going to go out now and have a walk. I am taking part in a challenge. The lovely Tim, who you will have seen, who is my PT, is currently on holiday with his girlfriend in Mexico, which is all right for some. And while he's away, he's doing a 10-day challenge in his Facebook group, with different activities and things that we can do to keep ourselves fit and healthy while he's not here. And yesterday we had to do a quick little workout, which I did, and today is active recovery day, so we need to take ourselves out for a walk of at least 20 minutes. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take myself off, plug a podcast into my headphones. No, I'm not. I haven't brought my headphones to work with me. I'm going to enjoy the sounds of the birds. I'm really fortunate out the back of the studio. You're not going to be able to see it out of the window, but out the back of the studio is a big field, and I can walk out there. In fact, if I take my phone with me, I'll see if I can capture a little bit of video footage and insert it right here. Afternoon. So 20-minute walk was planned out the back of my studio, where there's lovely fields and a public footpath. Went to go out there and discovered that all of the crops were overgrown, covering the path, and were really soggy and wet. So plan B, I'd committed, so I was going. So unfortunately I had to take my life in my own hands, cross the road outside my studio, which, as most of you will know, is really busy, and trudge along the road until I get to where I am now, which is the entrance to our country park, which is lovely. I've set a timer on my phone for 10 minutes, and when that goes off I'm going to turn around and go back. On reflection, what I probably should have done, rather than spending 5 minutes trying to cross the road, is, and I didn't start the timer until after I'd crossed the road, Tim, is actually drive here, park my car here, and then go for a 10-minute walk in the country park. But you live and learn. I'm out, I'm walking. I promised I would. Well, as you saw, that little bit of video I actually uploaded into the group to show people what I'd done and to prove to Tim that I'd gone out and done what I was supposed to do, but it didn't quite go to plan. It used to be lovely to be able to come and walk out of the back here, and hopefully once the crops have been cut down in the next couple of weeks or so, or they start to at least dry out because we've had so much rain, we'll be able to walk out there again. But at the moment it's a no-go zone, unfortunately. I did get to the country park, but the country park is about 6 or 7 minutes walk from here, so I only had about 3 minutes walk in the actual country park. And next time, if I'm going to do a walk, I think I will actually get in the car, which I know sounds ridiculous, and drive 2 minutes up the road and park the car, because it does mean I don't have to cross the main road and walk all the way along the main road. And it is a very, very, very busy main road with lots of cars zooming past. But anyway, I've got an hour left now. I'm going to make another one of those bags, but I'm going to make an adult sized one, and I'm going to make it with little tabs instead of eyelets or grommets, because I appreciate not everybody has an eyelet setter at home. I might want to make it in a slightly simpler version. Good morning, welcome back to BTHQ. It is Wednesday. This morning we have no classes on, but Elspeth is in already, busy sewing. We've got some visitors coming in to use the lounge, and this afternoon we've got a free machine embroidery class. But I've had some post, and as per usual, I've ordered stuff on a frenzy and completely forgotten what I've ordered, and I've got 4 parcels here, and actually only one of them I know what it is. So I thought I'd open them with you. Fact, Elspeth, one of these is for you. Yes, so I'll start with the one that I know what it is. Is it something I want? Yeah. something you want. It's something I want, and it's something Helen wants. Because we clubbed together and saved on the postage on the latest Chili and the Buttons bundle.
Yes, yes, yes.
They were doing a bundle of their new Romy dress.
Yes.
Which is, oh, the light's really bad in here today.
Gonna make
one.
that.
I'm going to make that. That's yours. And their new Jessa jeans, or big high-waisted trousers.
That might even get me into some shorts.
Do you think?
It might.
I'm going to make them as shorts, I think.
Yes, I prefer the shorts to
For my holiday.
To the
Yes.
trousers.
Helen will come and pick those two up. They're yours. And then these are mine. I love this postcard. Look, I just want to stay home and sew.
Oh, lollipop sticks. Lollipop sticks. I love lollipop sticks.
Lots and lots of lollipop sticks. The light's really playing up in here today, but they are for the me time moments. Me time meetups, sorry, where we're going to do the lollipop stick pots that I showed you a couple of weeks ago. No idea what... Ah, yes I have. This is nothing to do with here at all. It's chlorine granules.
Oh, great.
Chlorine granules for my hot tub. Last one. This feels like fabric, but I haven't ordered any fabric. Some pretty floral napkins that I have planned for. More on that another day. Does anybody else do that? Order things from Amazon and then completely and utterly forget what they've ordered?
Yes.
So it's a bit like Christmas. It's always nice when everything arrives at once. Now, if BTHQ Banter had existed about 3 years ago, 4 years ago, there would be a face that would be appearing every week on numerous occasions, probably more so than Elspeth shows up. And she's back. This is the lovely Miriam. Say hello.
Hello.
Some of you will recognise her and her lovely friend Jeanette. They've come in to use the lounge today. Now, there is a good reason why Miriam hasn't been here for a while. She has been in and out, don't get me wrong. We haven't not seen her at all, but we haven't seen her as much as we usually do. And that's because, very sadly, she lost her crojo. Not just her crochet mojo, but her craft mojo in general. In fact, it didn't just go out the window, it went completely out of the door. Overnight, wasn't it? Literally, just bang. I don't want to craft anymore. And yeah, other things, life got in the way. But I am delighted, absolutely delighted that it is back. I have seen her slowly posting things on Facebook and social media as she's been making again recently, and it's really good to see her enjoying crafts again. And it's brought her back to within the fold, and I'm very pleased. So much so that because I knew she was coming, I wrote off a couple of hours of my day, and I'm actually going to sit and join them and do some knitting. Cat to me just as a picking stuff.
It's all right. Yeah. You can, whatchamacallit it?
What? Edit the fact that I've made
That's
a big
it.
fat boo-boo, and I'm
Yes.
sitting here slowly knitting backwards.
She's knitting backwards, yes.
No, that's a skill.
Claire is knitting backwards.
Tinking.
Whatting?
Tinking.
Tinking?
Oh, this
Oh,
Knit
yes.
backwards.
Tink. She's tinking.
My poor little gerbera that I got bought the other day is not very happy. I don't think it's been overwatered or underwatered. I just think it needs some sunshine. So Elspeth has kindly agreed to take it home to her conservatory and
Taking it to hospital.
take it to hospital and revive it for her, because Mummy's away and she can't deal with it.
Yes. Come on, little one, let's go home. I'll look after you, it's all right. Come on.
Bye, little gerbera. You'll be fine. See you back when you're happy and healthy. It's a bloody madhouse, this place. Susan and Sharon are in today doing their free machine embroidery. They've just done their final pieces. Sharon's finished this gorgeous little dandelion. Is it dandelion head? It is, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
It's very pretty. I like that. And Susan's working on these weird and wacky, wonderful flowers. I love them. They're really funky. We were just saying with free machine embroidery, you're either someone who goes, I must stay within the lines perfectly, or you're someone that's like, woo, I'm just going to draw and sketch and make pretty flowers. And it's really interesting seeing people and how they get on with this particular class. I just let them experiment and let them play. But I've got both categories, we reckon, here today. So that's another week of BTHQ Banter over and done with. The bags that I made yesterday, I have now listed on the website. That class is now available as a parent and child class in the holidays, the school holidays, and also as an adult class midweek and weekends. So I'll make sure that I link it down below so that you can book on if you want to. And we have plans later on this month to film it as an online tutorial and an online class. So it will be available probably in July, I would imagine, as an online class for you to be able to enjoy. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed another week behind the scenes at BTHQ. We will see you all again next week. Thanks for watching. Bye.